Hi, everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new live stream. Now, this is a little bit impromptu because I was just watching the Inside Russia live stream from Konstantin, and I know he was a big supporter of the channel, my channel, and I was supporting his channel. And I just saw him doing like a nice barbecue, and we had some messages on social media with each other. And I thought I would do a little bit of an impromptu 6,000 subscriber celebration. Now, it's not really like a momentous number. I guess I think 10,000, 100,000 you're meant to sort of celebrate. But I thought I'd just do a little bit of thanks to everybody for watching the channel. And maybe if you've watched a video in the last few days to, I'm just moving the microphone, sorry. So I just thought I'd just come on and do a little bit of impromptu thanks. And possibly a few people might be here in the channel and watching the live stream. So yeah, my wife's just in the background. She just got home from work. So she may pop in or may not. So I think maybe not because she's going to lay down, I think. It's 8:48 p.m. here, by the way. So just watching Konstantin's live stream a few minutes ago, he was basically having like a dinner. So basically here, it's still daylight here outside. The sun's starting to set a little bit outside. But typically spring and summertime here, 9:30, it's still plenty of light. Actually, just downstairs from our apartment, there's some parking garages, these kind of Russian-style parking garages where they're really very old sort of buildings, but there's some guys having a kind of a barbecue over there, or shashlik barbecue, and it's every either Saturday or Sunday. I just noticed them down there doing it. I'm going to go over there one time and just pop my head in and say hello to them and wonder. I guess they just sort of gather up at their garage every weekend for a bit of food. So yeah. All right. I see a couple of people live here, so that's kind of neat. Maybe you guys know each other or not. Mummy K, I think you were just in Konstantin's live stream, I believe. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, actually, I think a couple of people here. So I was contemplating doing a live stream tonight anyway. Saturday night, Sunday night is kind of my normal contemplation of doing a live stream. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to do one or not. So I just thought I'd jump in. So yeah, congratulations, Russell. Thank you, Mummy K. I'm always just reading the names as I see them. So thanks for the congratulations. And one of the channel members here, Missy Me, thank you. Yeah, already 6,000 is up and it's kind of up and gone a little way. I guess we could pull up the, let me see if I can pull up the count, because it kind of goes up and down a little bit from day to day. So it's always good if it's going up, I guess, for statistical reasons, but it's difficult to know what YouTube is thinking and things like that. So I don't really I think no one ever really understands how YouTube works. I think that's the biggest kind of struggle, you know, with YouTube. So it's trying to figure out what is the, there we go. Let's pull this up right here. So yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. So it's a little bit smaller and bigger. So maybe we'll see some people unsubscribe. It might be the 5,900 channel, 5,900 subscriber celebration on the channel. So yeah, good to see a few people here. We're also here with Lorma. Hey, congratulations, Russell. Glad you could join us at Konstantin's. Yeah, I just noticed it because I was watching car racing. There was the Formula One on from Monaco, and then the Indy 500 was on literally right afterwards. So I just watched the start of Indy 500 car racing, kind of like the live stream, I guess you could call it, via the. My computer here has kind of got very big widescreen monitors, so I can kind of use it as a television. So I was watching the car racing, and then car racing gets a little bit boring sometimes. So I kind of flicked over to YouTube and I saw Konstantin's live stream. So, and I kind of caught it towards the end. So I just sort of scrubbed back through and saw a little bit where he was cutting his cake. He had a really neat 100,000 subscriber cake there. Yeah, so love the show. Thank you, Mark, and thanks for some comments as well. You put lots of comments in some of the videos recently as well. So I do try to answer as many comments as possible. The only problem with YouTube is once you've answered a comment, it basically, let's say, disappears. It's still there, but then you have to filter out the ones you've already answered to see replies. So when somebody replies later and then again, you don't necessarily see that unless you really go back to the unfiltered comments. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's kind of how it is. Yeah, you're one of the moderators. Yes. Where are we? Oh, this is going a little bit too fast now. All of a sudden, one of the moderators. Congratulations on 6,000. Thank you, Renata Jelinski. Thank you. Is it inside? No, you're not inside Russia. Oh my God. A+ Russia? No, Renata? No, I think maybe not. Maybe I'm confusing the names. G'day, Russell from Perth, but live in the US. What? I'm also from Perth. So yeah, welcome. Jberg007. That's an interesting channel name you've got there. So yeah. Yeah, I'm from, when I was at home this last year, I was living in Rockingham Foreshore. But my parents live in Baldivis, so we're kind of south of the river. I lived most of my life in Munster, if you know Munster. Most people who live in Perth don't know Munster, so that's Spearwood, Hamilton Hill, kind of Market Garden, Yugoslav part of the suburbs of Perth. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, congratulations on 6,000. The family is growing bigger. Yes, slowly. 6237. If there's another subscriber, sort of, I'm not keeping a good eye on it. The YouTube live where it scrolls, where it updates here, doesn't tick over as quick as people come in and out of the channel. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. Yeah, Perth Wildcats, let's go. Yes, I've got my Wildcats shirt on today. Actually, this was a gift from my sister. My sister's pretty much bought every sporting jersey that I own, so I love to wear the Australian logoed shirts. It's on this side, isn't it? So yeah, Wildcats. Now, we aren't in blue. I don't know how to act. Maybe you want to be do you want to be a channel moderator? You could be a channel moderator. We don't have any. I've only got literally 2 moderators in the channel. So, Lorma, if you'd like to, I can certainly make you a channel moderator. That's not a problem. If you guys, I know you do such a good job over on, oops, for skipping over there. Maybe you guys want to become channel moderators. You're more than welcome to let me add you. I guess I've got to ask you if you want to do it, right? Thanks for the cruise advice. No problems. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, and you mentioned there that you're going to go on Carnival Horizon. That was I was on the ship when they built Carnival Horizon. I brought the ship out from Europe. That's why a good amount of videos on the I Like Cruise Ships channel is from there. So, and when you go on board, you have to go and look for a friend of mine in the not in the liquor store. That's where I was working. In the shop next to it, there should be a watch store with Invicta watches. It's a yellow-looking shop. Go and see Lawrence there. He's from South Africa. And just maybe mention that you know a guy from YouTube, or just there's actually a video on the I Like Cruise Ships channel with the Carnival Horizon water slide review. I think there's 2 that I did, but one's with Lawrence, and then there's with Evie as well, another guy. And then actually on one of the Paradise Beaches in Cozumel, when we went there, I also went with him together, and we had a nice day out at this all-inclusive. I said to him, I said, "Oh, we're going to go there and mention that I've made a video and it's on YouTube." And the guy, when we went and we got there, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, we know you already. Oh, here's some free passes." And we had a all-inclusive for the day in Cozumel because of the channel and that original video that I made. And then I was filming another one with Lawrence in it, so you have to make a point of mentioning or saying hello to him in there. So, You don't need an additional light. Clever. Yeah, with the sunset, yes. I've actually got my light on, although if I do that, you might see it, but it's not in the right spot because I use it for something else. So yeah, I've actually, if I pull that back, I put a bed sheet in the window today because we're west facing where the sunset is. The light just beams in here, particularly on sunny days today. It's been a bit kind of cloudy today, but I put a sheet up so we could watch the television on my computer here in the kitchen, and just to stop the sun shining in the afternoon. Olga is A+. Yes. If you read my name, then you are an altogether look like. Oh, okay. I'm a bit slow behind the chat. You guys know that I like to go through all the chat as I read it. So, Chewett Hill or Scarborough? Yes. Oh, always live north of the river. Yeah, I know Chewett Hill very well. Famous for Channel 7 studios in Chewett Hill, right? That's very famous. And I took my wife when we were in Australia. We were there for 1.5 years, but we went up to Scarborough quite a few times to go see the sunset and sit on that grassed hill up there. And it's a nice spot, Scarborough Beach. Not like Scarborough in England, by the way, very different. And it's got quite a history, Scarborough, too, with the observation city. I think they've renamed it now. And say yes. Enjoy your videos because I studied in Moscow 20 years ago when the life standards there were awful. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, look, I've been here for 9 years. I mean, my wife mentions quite a bit here and there about her childhood. She is from Ufa, which is a place about nearly 3 hours by plane east of Moscow. So she came to Moscow after school to basically come to work and for money, basically. Where she lived in Ufa, it was tough to get jobs after her doing studies and things like that. So yeah, it's a different place now to probably what it was, you know. Two of the best as a guest. I was watching Russia Guy channel and heard you and went, oh, here's Aussies in Russia right now. Enjoy your video since found you. Thanks. Yes, Joburg. Yeah. In Russia Guy channel, he's also from Perth. I don't know exactly where he's from. I've mentioned this a few times. I have messaged him on Instagram and he hasn't replied to me. I've mentioned, just basically asking him about the visa situation because I'm pretty sure we were going through the same visa application process. His probably is a little bit different because he has a child, I think 1 or 2 children, I think. So, yeah, let me add you guys as a moderator. How are we doing that? And then if you're ever popping into the channel, where are we here? Guest moderator. Yeah, put user. Okay, add moderator. And then where is Mami K here? So you guys are pretty good at this over on. You guys are pretty good over on the other channel. So, and then if you guys are ever watching the live streams, then and Gary's here as well, who's actually he's a founder of every part of this channel, really. I'll just skip over here. So 6237. So yeah, he's a founding member of the channel, and he's also a founding moderator of the channel. And he's also given me some good advice about the channel as well. So thank you, Gary, for being part of the channel as well. So, so yeah, if you guys probably know each other, I think just looking at the chat here. So, yeah, I'll tell your friends on the cruise that you said hi. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear from you. Yeah, particularly Lawrence. I'm not too sure who else is in the shops now this is going back 3 years ago. He went home, came back, went home, and so did I, So, yeah, even I had 2 contracts on there. He came after I left, effectively. So, but we worked on Carnival Dream together. So that's where we know each other, really. Actually, we made the video, on Carnival Dream. We did the water slide video, I think. Sorry, not on Carnival Horizon. But anyway, if you watch some of the other videos over there. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Russell from the USA. How's it going? Nadine, pleased to see you. Yeah, this is good timing, by the way, to do the live stream for most countries, except probably Australia, I think, is the only one that suffers with the time difference. So yeah, it's nice to see people here, I guess. I'm just going to drag that out of there and drag it over here. It's just easy to see that on this side because I've got screens on either side of me here. So, oh, you guys know? Oh, yeah, there you go. So everybody knows each other. Constantine celebrating 100,000. Yes, Philip. Yeah, I just watched kind of the end of it there. I guess I caught about the last 15, 20 minutes or so. But I basically, if you watch the live stream, you can scrub back through to the beginning and it'll eventually catch up to live if it goes long enough. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Have you had any hairy run-ins with people since you're Australian, or has it all been actually, Joburg, I'll tell you a funny story, and this is for everybody, actually. Yesterday, I went to Moscow Center. They had a fish. It's called Fish Week. I guess a fish festival. It was called Fish Week. Yeah, and all week they've got activities at different locations around Moscow region. And yesterday, man, I don't know how much I caught. I'm going to not put it in the video, but I filmed a bit of a walk around of the fish festival or Fish Week. And there was this lady. I went into one of the tents. They had these huge gazebos, like professional tent gazebos, whatever you call them. You know, like the marquees, I guess you would call it a marquee. And I just went in there to just film the guys. The guy was shucking oysters. And I thought, I'll just go and stand by the edge of the counter and I won't really catch anybody in it. You know, and there was a people lining up for food. And this lady just started going off at me, like proper going off at me. And she kept mentioning that about America and things like that. And I said, look, I'm not American. I'm Australian. And you've got to correct people so much because there's a little bit of a bad feeling about America and Russia. And the minute I'm speaking English, it would assume that I'm Russian. So this lady just wouldn't give up. And then security came. It was basically the security for the event. Then there was a couple of people that were just there eating and ordering food. And this young girl people there spoke perfect English. And she said the lady was from Ukraine. She was from the Donbass region. She was upset about everything in the world, basically. And there is people like that everywhere, where just people have, something going on. And then I kind of said to her, look, if these guys security can't sort it out and you can't sort of calm down and, understand that I'm just here filming, I'm allowed to film here. I said, look, the police will come over and you'll be leaving and that'll be the end of your day. And this lady just wouldn't give up. And then there was another guy there, like he was a big dude, like proper big dude. And he's like, it's okay to me, you know what I mean? And this lady's just a bit strange. But generally, 99.9% of people here are very positive and are very happy and no worries at all. I do notice a few comments on the video from the supermarket video that I put last night or today, that people sort of mention that people turn around and look and give you kind of death stares from videos. I mean, the minute you speak English in public here, you are going to get people not a little bit strange, like, what's he doing in my supermarket? What's he doing speaking English? Even when I walked through the fish place, there was people kind of looking around, but everybody's polite and fine and no worries at all. And I tend to find more people speaking very well spoken English at these kind of events. Even when I did the McDonald's video, there was a couple of girls that I interviewed, 2 different ones. And I spoke to them off camera for quite a while about everything about Russia and living here and things like that. It was kind of neat. So yeah, that's kind of a good, bad story. And then I called my wife when I got out of there and I left. And I called my wife. I said, my God, this is just crazy. And I've got no intention of wanting to go near or around police and security and things like that. I mean, there's not really the protesting that there was 3 months ago in Moscow Center. There's still police presence and they're not really military. They're more like very well body armored police looking guys. But that's very normal for most of the center of Moscow. You'll see them around buildings and banks and some of the, government buildings. But, I absolutely don't stay anywhere near any of that going on. And there's nothing, no need to be, So my wife said to me, she said, just walk away. I said, that's what I did. I said, the lady just wouldn't give up on me, kind of I don't know if she was upset I was holding the camera or what. So she wasn't even in the shot of what I was filming. I wouldn't mind if she was right in front of me and I was, catching her in the corner or something. But, so yeah, that's, that was it basically. Yeah, good morning from Australia. Yes, fly time. Nice. So I think it would be an idea to show some of the foods Moscow has to offer. Yes, Peter, actually yesterday, and I didn't film it, but I'll have to go back because it's a neat place. Part of the reason, apart from going through this fish festival, or Fish Week it was called, is what it translated to. I walked up Nikolskaya Street to go to look at the McDonald's building that will reopen on the 12th of June. Just to see if there's anything going on there. And there was zero going on. Literally, the place was empty, as it has been empty for how many weeks now. And there was one security guard inside the front door, just sitting on a chair, just staring off into the roof. And that was it. I mean, everything's locked up, of course, but, everything inside is just empty. All the chairs are kind of, set up. You could just see the kind of, that particular McDonald's is over 2 levels and there's a third mezzanine level. It's a huge place inside, but you can just see the McCafe area there. That's sort of all the stuff's kind of gone from it. The coffee machines are still there, but I was just curious if they're kind of working on anything, setting anything up, and nothing going on. But then next door, but one or so down, there's an original sort of pre-Soviet cafe, or a stolova, or a canteen, I guess you'd call it, more like that, canteen. And I went in there and had some soup and some pilmeni, and it was fantastic. And it's original, absolutely never changed, I reckon, in 30 years, however long that place has been there. But I didn't film it. I just went there for lunch. But I should film that kind of thing in a video because it's kind of neat. So relaxed. I don't know. Yeah, there's pretty much, I don't think anything exciting happens here. Lorma, Mami, I think even Gary will know that as well, that there's no real excitement in this channel, I guess, than what probably, I think even now with Konstantin's channel, I think the amount of negativeness and crazy comments have kind of calmed down a lot. I think a lot of people realize that they get deleted or timed out or whatever. So yeah, there's not really kind of anything exciting going on here. Oh, Anaheim, California. James, how's it going? Anaheim is good for famous for the it's Universal Studios in Anaheim, right? Universal Studios. I saw you on live in Russia. Liked your content and started following you from the USA. Thanks. Oh, very nice. Thank you, Daniel. That's very nice of you to follow. Oh, I think one subscribe. Is that just changed? 6238. I wonder if that just changed then, and I just caught it. So, start with the Farash burgers. I don't know what they are. Fash burgers. Yeah, I kind of like going to these stolovas or canteens and having normal cooked food. Like yesterday, I could have easily just gone to get a burger at Burger King or something as a snack. Or even at the fish festival. I mean, it was crowded with people. There was lines at every little kiosk for food. And then I thought, no, I'll go to this stolova and sit down and have soup. And it was really nice, actually. Very simple, Russian style canteen food. It was actually full, the place. There was not a table free when I was in. That was on my own, so I wouldn't say we, but are you planning to work for the cruises again? Now, there is a kind of a possibility that I'll go back. Now I have my residency here and my visa is sorted out. There's less worry about things and stress and what I'm planning to do. For now, I'm going to kind of just see how YouTube pans out. And if this kind of gains a little bit more momentum, and if it can hold up, then I'll basically probably stay doing this and stay here and be happy. I'm completely happy here anyway. If I did or didn't go back to work in the town where we live. Just for you guys who may know Constantine, I'm not sure how he's explained. We live about 15 minutes away by car. I think maybe he's mentioned that we're neighbors. We are very much neighbors suburb wise, and how big Russia is and how big Moscow is and Moscow region. But we literally live up the road from each other, about 15 minutes away. Yeah, so I think he might mention that we're neighbors. We are almost neighbors. I know where he lives and he knows where I live. And actually, he's dropped me off here home a couple of times when I've come back, rather than what I typically do is go and meet him where he lives, and then he'll drop me home, because it's just easier, So because some of the traffic and the highways here are just not as easy to navigate as you'd like. I mean, it's not a problem, but it's just sometimes easy just to meet at a certain point somewhere in Moscow or Moscow region. Today is ice cream day in St. Petersburg. I didn't know that. I didn't really look at any Russian news today, so I normally kind of later on tonight just check whatever the news websites sort of are posting. If you use basically things like, what do you call this? The Microsoft Edge browsers, it'll convert from Russian to English. So you can kind of pull up any Russian news websites and it'll just convert to English and you can read away. Yeah, so Mark, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back on the cruises. If I do, it'll be Carnival Horizon. My boss in Miami for the company is basically begging me to go back in the liquor store there. So if you go into that shop, you'll see my kind of pride and joy is that liquor store on Carnival Horizon. So greetings from St. Petersburg. Oh, so somebody is from St. Petersburg. Tishna Uksuki. Maybe that's two people's name. So yeah, Missy Me. I didn't know about Ice Cream Day today. I'll have to ask if my wife knew about it. There's so many kind of events or holidays or days or remembrance days here that almost every other, I'm going to be kind of funny about it, but almost every other day there's some sort of a event or thing going on that I didn't know about or I find out about later. This is a happy channel. Yes, Gary, I think you're a big part of that as well. So we need more of it, definitely. Oh, DD is from Japan. Wow, we have a big, wide mix of people. That's very nice. A fish festival, and I missed it. Yeah, I'll pencil it in for next year. Yeah, Japan, that's pretty cool. I've only been to the airport. I flew home from Seattle to Osaka, I think, and then Osaka to Perth when I flew home from a cruise ship in Alaska from Seattle. So, yeah, a fish festival, and I missed it. Yeah, yeah, it was Fish Week. It's actually all week, starting, I guess, Saturday was, I think yesterday was the first day, and it runs for the whole week. And then there's all different locations all around Moscow region that you can go to. And it's also in conjunction with a lot of the supermarkets too. So I didn't really go to any shops in the since yesterday to look if anything's sort of set up, but they're basically promoting seafood and healthy eating and, buying local and things like that. So, yeah. Oh, Easelcat's here. How's it going? Another follower of the channel. So thank you. Yeah, 6,000 subscribers. So thanks for everybody being a part of 6,000 subscribers. It's kind of neat. Ever I can hear you. Even I can hear you're Australian. It has been 20 years ago, dreaming to go back to Uluru. Yeah, I've never been to Uluru. I haven't seen a lot of Australia. I was on cruise ships for more than 20 years. And you do 6 or 8 months working on the ship. You come home for 1 or 2 months, go back again. So I haven't really seen much of my own country. Yeah. There we go. Love from Japan. James is from Japan as well. What? Are you more people from Japan? DD, Russia is our nearest neighbor. Yeah, I guess. On the east coast of Russia, and then China as well over that way too. So, yeah, we've got 24 thumbs up or likes. So yeah, thank you for people who are putting likes for the video. That's always nice. So The helicopter blog was interesting. Thanks. Yeah. Actually, Constantine gave me a little bit of an idea about the video because I told him I was going there, and I don't know if I remember. I think I asked him if he wanted to come, but he was working that day. So, and he's like, "Oh, make a bit of a deal of the beginning that you got like a press pass to go in, and they let you go in for free, sort of thing." And I didn't really film the kind of suspense around that. So I did apply for the press pass. I put all the information, and then they basically approved the ID card, I guess, whatever they want to call that thing that you wear on the lanyard. I've got a bit of a collection now of lanyards sitting on the desk here of these different conventions that I've been to. So, Alaska, 60 miles from Russia. Yes. Yeah, I've been a couple of seasons in Alaska on cruise ships. Very beautiful. Yeah, isn't it Sitka? I think Sitka is what they call the Russian Alaska sort of town where there's a bit of a Russian influence in Sitka. Oh, hello from Murmansk. Oh, you're all the way on the other side of the country. Wow, Murmansk. Nice. I haven't traveled any more than outside of, I've been to Ufa where my wife's from, but I want to go see more places slowly or eventually. I don't know what to say. That's quite interesting. That mall is beautiful. Yeah, there's a few different videos that I made of the mall. So when I went to the helicopter event, so just to give you a bit of idea about the place, so that convention where the helicopter thing was, Heli Russia, that's the same place where the Vegas shopping mall is. It's basically attached to the convention center. And then attached to that is the other luxury shopping mall, which I've done the video about, Caucasus City Mall, which I think I called it like Russia's luxury shopping mall video. I don't remember the name, and that's also attached to the same place. So there's two shopping malls and then the convention center all attached together. And there's also an aquarium. There's a concert hall. There's an outdoor entertainment area with a big Ferris wheel. And it's probably, the videos don't really show how big that place is. And then where I did that video about the new IKEA coming to Russia, which is the Poydom, that's also at the same place as well. But I've been there multiple times. I didn't film everything one day and then spread them out. I tend to like to go and film something one day and then put it online the next day. And I kind of think up the idea the day before. I'm not one to kind of film 3 months out of timeline and then put them on the channel. So, Disneyland is the one in Anaheim. Sorry, it's Disney World, Disneyland. So that's what I'd always get mixed up about. Oh, Missy say, there's another new subscriber. Actually, I think it's jumped again here. Oh, it's going crazy now. 62, 41. Yeah, so I guess 6,000 has sort of gone and passed. The only bit I'm a bit scared about is this channel going past my cruise channel. So cruise channel's stuck on about 9,800 subscribers, 9,700. And I was sort of like, oh my God, eventually I'll get to 10,000 because I've been doing that for quite a few years. And it's like just gradual. And most of the videos I make on that channel are not vlog style. So it's not really about me on the videos, especially the ones where I did the cruise ship tours and then the port of call tours. So it's not really a channel we'd expect to gain a kind of a following for the channel. So whereas over here, being a vlog style channel, there's obviously a bit of a following for me, I guess, to be quite literal, and what I do in the videos. So my name is pronounced Luna. Would like to visit Australia. Yes, beautiful place. Yeah, was living in Perth. I'm from Perth, Australia. I think my wife misses it a little bit more now than what she will admit that she misses it. So that's kind of a good thing if we can eventually get back there. So hope YouTube works out, Cobber. Thanks, Jberg. Yeah, it's not really a matter of working out. I mean, I love YouTube. I love making the videos. I love uploading them. Pretty much for the cruise channel, it's pretty much more like making videos that people will watch forever. You know what I mean? Like evergreen content, it's called. Whereas a lot of the videos on this channel, not necessarily evergreen, where they're basically a searchable video. So if you know what I mean by that, where you type a description into YouTube, and your channel would come up. Where you're wanting specific information about somewhere, you could type that, and then, maybe this channel, not so many videos would come up. Some may, but, I've not really, mentioned, like yesterday's video there from the supermarket. I didn't put Globus supermarket tour. I, just called it, shopping under sanctions or something. I've changed the title twice, by the way. So somebody mentioned that the title wasn't very appropriate, so I changed it again and again. So yeah, if I don't know if this works out a little bit more. It's all a matter of making it sustainable, and being able to make an income out of YouTube, and making it viable to live from the money I can earn from YouTube. So particularly by the ad revenue, so by people watching the videos, sharing the videos, and then maybe they go viral. I mean, my viral is 3 or 5 or 10,000 viewers on a video. So, Moscow is scary huge. I lived in Singapore and now I live in St. Petersburg. Both cities seem to be small villages compared to Moscow. Yeah, I've never been to St. Petersburg. I've been there on a cruise ship where we docked. We did an Baltic Capitals cruise, and we did an overnight stay, and we were basically bussed everywhere for tours and excursions. So I've never been there where I've done my own thing, if it makes sense. So I can't compare the size of the two cities. I guess comparing it to Ufa, where my wife's from, it's huge. It's, well, my God, 15, 10, 20 times bigger. The Moscow region and Moscow is spread over a huge distance. I mean, even when you go on the metro and it's going, the underground train, it's going at 60, 70 Ks an hour. And you feel like between some of the stations, you're on there 5-10 minutes between stations. You're like, how far is this metro? You know what I mean? I know how far it is, but it's it is a big city. I mean, point blank. The moderators are as sharp as razor blades. Yeah. So yeah, it's only really certain words that'll get deleted. I'm probably still going to pick up on things because I'm looking at two different screens. One does delete them and one doesn't. So I'm sorry if if I do show a comment that's deleted or not. I never experienced any negativity in Moscow. If anything, people are slightly apologetic about the situation, and I'm happy I am still in Russia. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, about apologetic, I guess. Like yesterday, where I had this run-in with the lady. I mean, it kind of bothered me afterwards. But when I went to the airport and filmed that video at the McDonald's there was another guy, and you can vaguely hear him talking, and I had to cut out most of it because the guy was just going nuts, and he was just sitting there having food, and then there was a couple of sisters, I guess, and mother who was sitting having food. Actually, that was where I was going to go sit down, actually, and I did eventually sit down there. But the guy was just going off his trolley, and someone came around to him, told him to be quiet. And then the guy spoke to me. He said, "Look, you're allowed to film. No worries. Don't listen to the guy." And they, like you're saying there, people are apologetic for him. This was when I was at the McDonald's. This is a couple of weeks ago. But that young girl yesterday was the same. She was apologetic about it too, and not really about what's going on, I guess, now, but about just apologizing for people going off at me. Do you have any socials, Facebook or Twitter? Joburg, I don't. I just pretty much I'm trying to do Telegram. So I'm going to, in my other videos, especially the recent ones, there's all the different links. I've not got anything in this video because I just didn't put all of the other wording in the video of this video. So yeah, I don't do Twitter and things like that or Facebook. You're more than welcome to look me up on the Facebook and things like that. You can go to one of the other videos and look at the description. Telegram's the easiest one. That's the one that I am using here. It's basically the same as WhatsApp, but it's Telegram. So I have, for Telegram, I have set up a Traveling with Russell group. Where are we here? We have a grand total of 11 people in it, and I post kind of photos and little comments and things that I just see when I'm out about in Moscow, things like this. And I posted a share to the video as well. So Telegram is basically just very similar to WhatsApp. Love all the nations. Hometown is Detroit, Michigan. Oh, nice. The Motor City. I want to go there again and go to this Ford Museum. My gosh. I have been there briefly for a couple of days, but I didn't manage to have time to go and see things. We went over to Canada, to Windsor, when we were there. And that was pretty much my couple of days when I was there. So Mummy and Lorma are enjoying the comments because they're not having to kind of busy read everything. So we'll go on an excursion. My treat. Oh, thank you. Actually, I think it'll be probably my treat for being kind of like the tour guide. So if you're on a cruise that I'm on. Actually, Mark, just talking about that, when I was on the Carnival Horizon and I made a lot of videos on there, the guy I was working with in that liquor store, there has to be 2 people always. And actually, probably when I was on Dream and Lawrence was there, the guy you'll see on Horizon, almost every day someone would recognize me from making the videos. And mostly they'd recognize my voice because they'll have watched one of the videos from Carnival Horizon, because there's so many. If you put Carnival Horizon stateroom into a Google search, pretty much every video is mine, essentially, or a lot of them are. So people recognize my voice and they're like, oh, you're the guy from YouTube. And actually at that helicopter thing, if you see the bit where I talk about the Thailand guys, and that guy recognized me and he pulled up my channel on his phone and we actually took selfies together. And he's a subscriber to the channel. And that's the first person I met in Russia that kind of knew me. So where are we here? Oh, this is going too quick. If you ever, you can mix both channels a little, on a cruise channel, a little on this channel. Yeah, Gary, that's someone else mentioned that about me doing, things like that. I mean, I did have a plan of kind of doing like not excursions in Moscow, but just information videos. So like the one video I have made, the sole video on this channel, is about finding Lenin's mausoleum. So that's right in Red Square, but it's only open at certain times and there's a certain entrance you've got to find to go in there. And if you're kind of walking around there and not knowing what time it's open or where the entrance is, you'd walk past the line of people and not go, oh, what's going on? And I did make one video about Lenin's mausoleum, how to find it. So chat here reminds me of sponsored events. Am I saying things that's not right? Sorry, James, if I am. I hope not. So hello, my friend, and Stella from Cali, and congratulations to you. Thank you for your channel. I enjoy watching you. Greetings from California. I live close to San Francisco and Sacramento. Nice, beautiful part of the world. I've been on cruises out of San Francisco. We actually did dry dock there. I was on a few different ships in dry dock in San Francisco, and I went to the baseball, and it was fantastic. Yeah, the pandemic ruined the whole cruise line industry and people are afraid of cruises now. Yeah, it's still a bit of a fear for people. I guess that whole kind of like catching a cold on an aeroplane, all the people locked in a tin can and things like that. And it's definitely a factor that's probably been escalated from cruising as well. The possibility, actually back before Corona, I guess, there was a GI, and it's still around, gastroenteritis. So where people kind of get stomach bugs and they get passed around on the cruise ship, that's GI. That's still a thing on cruise ships. It's not really spoken about, really, like the extent that COVID has become a thing. So, we have super chat. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not jumping ahead of anything and doing anything like that. So thank you for sharing your beautiful experiences. Greetings from California. I wish you and folks good health, success, and happiness. Thank you, Traveling with Love. Thank you for sending a super chat. It's very appreciated. $4.99. It's kind of goes towards the channel and me living here, not necessarily living here, and but just the fact that I don't have to work, if that makes sense here. Now that I've got residency here, I am entitled to fully work here and get a job and things like that. I keep threatening with my wife. Actually, that video I made at the liquor store downstairs at Krasnobile, they've got a position open at the moment there. And I keep saying to my wife, I'm going to go work at Krasnobile, you know, because I work on cruise ships and liquor stores. Working in the shop downstairs would be a natural fit for me. The only thing I'd sort of struggle with all the Russian language. I mean, particularly reading Russian is the bit that's the hard part. So thank you for the super chat. Yeah, it's very nice. It's basically one less hour I would have to work in. The money, the salary for that place is not good, by the way. I mean, to be very honest, in terms of, it's actually a little bit better than the average wage in Russia. And I imagine that's what a lot of companies do, particularly franchise companies, recognized like supermarket brands, you know, stores, so that they can retain their staff and not, you know, people are not just going to work for money and going home. They enjoy working there and enjoy the customers. You know, there'll be a lot of regular customers in the store downstairs because it's obviously close to where we all live, right? So YouTube has got too big for its own boots. We need to break the Google monopoly. It's become way too commercialized. Yeah, the thing like with ads and things like that, and you know, the amount of features that YouTube is sort of putting into YouTube. I know I'm not a gamer, by the way, but I do watch a couple of gaming channels, not live stream gaming channels, but I play a couple of games occasionally. I like watching how they play the game. And Twitch is the social media avenue for people that are gamers, and they live stream on Twitch. And YouTube is basically trying to catch up to Twitch in terms of the features and the live streaming possibilities, and, you know, how to basically, I guess, capitalize on gaming on a social media platform like YouTube. And I watched one interview with the CEO of YouTube and how they're bringing people over from the other platform by giving them bigger percentages of the revenue stream. They're giving them more features that they only have. And there is becoming probably too many features built into this system that it's not necessary. I mean, really, and it's just, you know, and even YouTube tell you, you know what I mean? Watch this video to learn about how to sell t-shirts and how to make merchandise and how to make, you know, revenue streams. And I tried that with the cruise channel, and I only did a mug. I did one mug, and it's through a third party, so you basically have it shipped to you. But someone keeps saying I should do more branding towards the cruise channel, but I've just never got into it, and it's never bothered me. So, and even I didn't buy the mug, and I made the mug. Well, I designed the logo for it. So, thank you, Dawn. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I guess 6,000 subscribers is a bit of a weird number to celebrate, but I just saw Constantine's one, and I just thought it was just appropriate to do. So, thank you. And this basically this live thing over here is the current subscriber count. I did actually have an idea for the cruise channel. I've talked about this, about doing what's called a subathon. So it's basically where you go do a live stream close to the ticking over of, well, it would be 10,000 subscribers. And, you know, you kind of stay live until it ticks over to that amount. Didi wants to know, how do you cope with price increases? To be very honest, Didi, it hasn't greatly affected my wife and I in terms of, you know, dramatic price increases. We live a very simple life. I'm going to be very honest. We don't, you know, go to luxury places or upscale branded stores or fancy shops, or, you know, we're buying fancy food or premium products, if that makes sense. So, you know, those sorts of things that have gone up don't really affect us. If, for instance, we wanted to get some kind of electronics now, or, any kind of like a phone or a device. I mean, those prices have gone up crazy. Most food goods, I'd say, I'll say it that it's probably between 10 and 30% gone up. I mean, there'll be a few things that have gone up 30 or 40%. I mean, you've got to remember here, though, prices were very reasonable before the ruble went a little bit crazy, before this 3 month ago situation. So, something that was 30 rubles before is now 50 rubles. So it was, it's gone from, it's only added a few cents to the price, if that makes sense. But I mean, to somebody that's maybe on a fixed salary and that's what they buy weekly, then it would affect them, right? I mean, things like milk, sugar, flour, buckwheat, rice, butter, whatever these things are, bread. So most things that have happened, in terms of increases, haven't affected me. I do want to buy. I don't know if you guys watch Constantine and notice he's always got a microphone on. Actually, when we made the video together, the one that's got 2 million views, we all day joked about it, and he'll even laugh now if I mentioned it, that those microphones that he has, and actually this one, are Australian microphones. They're Australian made, but the price on them has gone up drastically because they're imported, because not necessarily these guys are not going to ship to Russia, but because the avenue to get them here has become more difficult. And that's kind of forced a lot of prices to go up because they have to find other means to ship into Russia. And that's, I mean, I'd love to buy those microphones that Constantine has. They're called Rode Wireless Go, I think they're called. So you've got one receiver on your device, like your phone, and one receiver you wear on you for talking. But I just can't justify paying the price they are right now. My wife just told me to go out and pay for them and do it, and I just can't. I'm going to hope to win lottery. That's what I'm going to do, and then money won't be an issue. I think everybody has that dream, but I don't think winning lottery is going to help. Well, it's not going to happen. Not so much help. Moscow is bigger than London, and that's saying something because London is massive. Yes. I guess, once you go outside of that center of Moscow, things become a little bit more regional and suburban. Whereas I think London's a little bit more built up than what Moscow is. In terms of, there's still a big population here, but a lot of the population live a little bit further away from the center of Moscow. And a lot of people travel into Moscow to work and then go out to the suburbs to go home, just because of the cost of the cost of living, I guess, or the cost of an apartment or the rent. You've never heard of Telegram? Yeah, it's actually, funny enough, I believe it's Russian guys that started it, and it's encrypted chat messaging app, and there's Telegram channels. Probably a lot of the news, if you might be reading any news where you're reading people's accounts of events going on right now, and they'll always sort of mention Telegram channels. So the local mayor of our town here has a Telegram channel, and a lot of people join the groups of these different people who have channels. That's how they get their information out, rather than going to the media, rather than going to television or newspapers. They just use Telegram. So Henry Ford Museum it is. Yes, if I could get to it, that would be very cool, just for the fact that cities in America are so synonymous with certain things, right? Atlanta for Coca-Cola, Detroit for the car industry. I guess you could say California for the tech industry, so maybe you can put a link to your Telegram channel. I could. I just have to find it. The only problem is with these sort of links is that you end up having to kind of click away. I don't think I can do it from here, can I? I don't think I can. How do I get to home? I'll put it in the description, everybody. It's very straightforward, though. If I can find it, I'm just going to chat away, guys. Um, you guys are watching me do. I forgot. I've got the screen sharing up still. So sorry if you're still seeing the screen sharing. Let's go to this one. Here it is, right here. Oops. Oh, this is the Telegram group. So it's pretty straightforward to get to this. Let's just close that and go to that. Yeah, so there's a link there if that's going to pop up. Yeah, it's traveling with Russell. It's nothing too tricky when you search. If you've got Telegram as an app on your phone, or you can use it on the web as well, which is what I just pulled up there. And then you can just search for whatever keywords in the title. So allow people to comment on your posts. In Russia, Telegram is preferred social media. Right. Oh, okay. I need to allow people to let people comment on my post. I'll have to see if there's one feature I don't have sort of set up there. I'm not sure. Wow, my gosh, I got way well behind. I remember Telegram, Fanta is fancy, and Sprite is sweet. Mixing it in a fancy street. Oh, there you go. I guess maybe somebody's joined, have they? No? I don't think I've got any new joiners. Oh, because someone just mentioned about the Fanta, and I was going to do a thing about this because there's now Fantola and there's this fancy street. So, oh, James, thank you for becoming a channel member and being part of the illustrious group of channel members here. So, yeah, there'll be some different posts on the community tab. The channel membership is just what I've added because it kind of part of YouTube. It has the extra features. I was going to do one for the cruise channel, and I just couldn't come up with how to do it. And then it just worked out easy to do it on this channel. So, thank you, James. Very nice of you. Yeah, you'll see different. I'm going to post different photos on the community channel, different polls. And I do try to give early access to the videos, but I'm a bit too excited to put them out generally. So there's not enough time difference when I do that. So I'm sorry. You can do a cruise from Moscow to St. Petersburg. Yes. Or to Volgograd, even. Some of these are extremely luxurious and expensive. Yeah, I've seen some of these. Yeah, I started out with a 99 ruble cruise first, if you've watched that video on the channel. Yeah, I've seen some of these. Yeah, there's some fancy. There is some fancy versions. Even the river cruise that go by Moscow Center there's some very fancy ones of those. And then there's the traditional Russian version, which is kind of the cheaper option, which is the one I took. So, yeah, I've when my for my wife's birthday a few years ago, we did a like a lunch cruise on the river there, and I didn't film that video that day. My wife doesn't want to really be in the videos too much, so I'm trying to get her around to it. So, yeah, that Moscow St. Petersburg thing would be amazing. It would really be. I'd have to sort of set up some sort of company as a tax expense. I keep joking about that, but oh, I think I should talk about Bali. Yeah, my wife and I have been there a few times. I actually, that's another thing with the traveling with Russell channel, and that was another idea that I had years ago, well, a few years ago, was I wanted to do like hotel reviews, and similar to the cruise ship channel where I've got like specific reviews of even certain cabin numbers on the ship, and I wanted to do like hotel reviews, like I don't know, let's say a Sheraton hotel review in Bali, and then do a walk around of the grounds of the hotel and maybe stay one night and just experience what one night there is like, what the breakfast is like. And that was kind of the plan for this traveling channel, was to do that in Bali. When I go there on holiday, it'd be easy. It's very easy to do. I know I'm making it sound easy, but I mean, a lot of influencers, and there's a lot of the places in Bali get tired of influencers because loads of people contact them for free hotel stays. Oh, if we can stay at your hotel, we'll make Instagram posts, we'll make YouTube videos. We've got a lot of reach on social media, and a lot of these places don't want influencers coming to their places. Some do, and some really don't. So I did film one little tour of the place we stayed at in Gili Air. That's on the cruise channel. I think there's a Bali playlist, and that's actually, we stayed at a friend's sort of hotel that we made friends with people that live there. And then our friend's wife said, "Oh, come to my other hotel. I've got another one." Her family basically lived on the island since she was born, all her life. So they owned a lot of things on that island. So, and I said, "Oh, we're flying back. We can't sort of stay. We can't make the videos now." But that was the idea. She's like, "Oh, just film everything you can. Film whatever you like in Bali." And that was the plan if I can get back to Bali. So, subscribers going up. Miss me. Sorry, 42, 62, 43. What did we start out on? Does anyone remember? Was it 37 or 36? I think it was. Yeah. I think you guys chat amongst yourselves a lot. Similar to the size of LA is similar to Moscow in population and size. That's interesting. I showed my wife a kind of someone's documentary about LA and the amount of homeless people there and the amount of people living, quite blunt, but living under bridges and living on sort of in fringe areas of LA. And she was just shocked to see that because she just knows LA and Los Angeles and California from what she knows from movies and television and what friends tell her and Hollywood and all of this. And it was sort of shocking for her to see that, and I've watched about in Vegas as well. And when I've been in America on the cruise ships and even in Miami, you see homeless people in Miami and in Key West. And, it's confronting to see, you know what I mean? We have homeless people in Perth where I live, you know what I mean? Mostly in the city area or the CBD of Perth. In the suburbs, you wouldn't see really any at all, but there's definitely an element of it there as well. So, there you go. Both have around 2,000 square miles and around 12 million people. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Moscow, there's a bit of a differing number. I think if I ask 100 people, and actually I did have this idea of this video to do this, what is the population of Moscow? And it differs between about 15 and 17 or 18 million. So the 12 million, I think maybe is like their last official number. But the sheer amount of people that live here that are not registered residents, you have to register your living here or residency where you live. So in my passport, I've got a residency stamp that this is where I live. And then you're basically a documented resident of Moscow or Moscow region. And there is a million people, I guess 5 million or more, that aren't registered as living at an address in Russia. They do live here or in Moscow, but they've not registered that they live here. And then it doesn't count against the statistics. So how do you cook buckwheat? I don't really like buckwheat personally. My wife is the big lover of it. She basically just boils it and then eats it as boiled buckwheat. Some people make it into like a soup kind of dish or a breakfast dish. I don't really follow what she's doing or how she does buckwheat. So I'm sorry. I should probably be more interested in it. I don't really like it at all. So, oh, well, am I going too fast here? Your mum in Oz can buy the Rode mic, then send it by post. Yeah, it's difficult at the moment. Yeah, my mum, that's actually, it was an idea, was to buy it in Australia and But the problem at the moment with the postage over here, things like DHL, FedEx have all basically pulled out of sending to and from Russia, which is a problem. And then the postal service, depending on if you go to the Australian Post Office, they've suspended sending products, or not products, but sending post to Russia. And then I'm not sure about Russia to Australia right now, but I know even while we were living in Australia last year, they didn't allow us to send anything by post to Russia. So that's another problem. So I can go and buy these microphones here in Moscow. I can buy them online via Wildberries or Ozon, which is basically, Wildberries is similar to Amazon. But it's just difficulty with the price, and I just can't bring myself to spend. Even for me, it's hard for me to spend large amounts of money on something. So even when I went and bought this microphone and this arm here, there's a kind of an arm right here. It was difficult for me to spend the money on this. I'm kind of happy now because the price of this has gone up very high as well. And I went to a specialist microphone store for this. The same people probably sell the Rode mini microphones. So Telegram is by two Russian guys who live in Dubai. Yeah, right. I don't know the 100% story, but I know one of the stories about it is with Telegram that they had a bounty on if anyone can encrypt or decrypt, I guess, their program, that how Telegram works. And I think it was like a $50,000. It might have gone up now, $100,000 or $1 million or something, like a bounty on if anyone can figure out how it works. I guess how it works, but how it operates. Yeah, actually, James, yeah, just talking about that. Does Russia have an equivalent to Amazon? Yeah, it's called one of them is called Wildberries. And then there actually is also Yandex Market. Yandex is probably the biggest company here in terms of online for web browsing. Actually, we should probably pull it up. Let's pull it up. There is Yandex over here. This is the Yandex browser here. And if I go to Yandex Markets, this is kind of where you can do shopping. That is even Coca-Cola and coffee. You can pretty much buy anything off the Yandex Markets. That's these guys right here. Some shoes right there, Echo. And then whatever things are on special. As you can see, this is the camera here that I want to get. This is 84,000 rubles. That's what I want to buy. So that, just to give you an idea of this, if you guys can see this one, I'll just put this up on the screen here. If it comes up. So this is 84,000 rubles. So that's $1,500, I think, give or take. This is the combo one. So this is the camera here, and then it doesn't show the accessories, does it? 3 more. Pretty cool. Yeah, the accessories here. So it comes with the microphone over here as well. And then this is the camera. This is basically a camera on a gimbal. It's very small. It's not more than the size of your hand. But this is what I'd like to buy. But actually, this is from DJI here as well. And there's a DJI store in Moscow, and I've been to it last weekend I was there, weekend before. But actually, from DJI, it was like 60,000. It was less than the 84,000. Sometimes a lot of the online pricing is a little bit higher than going to the actual stores itself. But the fact that they can deliver to you is the whole point of it, right? So, and also you can get here like a loan. So from Tinkoff, you can pay 9,000 rubles per month and buy it on like a loan, which is probably something I should get my wife to do. Not a good idea, but and the other one is Wildberries. Wildberries. This is the main, probably the most recognized online shopping page. Actually, just give you an idea here. This is the microphone that I have, 18,000 rubles. So I paid less than 9,000 rubles. So it's doubled in price in 3 months. Actually, I don't know if Wildberries has the graph, does it? Some of them have the graph. Oh, there it is over here. So you can see here last year it was 9,000, then it went down to 8,800. And then Christmas time, is that going to skip over? And it's gone from 9,000 to 18,000. It shows you like a history of the price of products. And this is the microphone right here. And I bought mine, I think it was less than 9,000 when I bought it. So about maybe 8,800 or something like other. So that's the other one. And then Ozon Russia. I don't have the shortcut for that one. And look at Ozon. So, and that's the other one. So basically, all of these are basically online shipping, purchasing sort of websites. So you can just basically buy anything and it will be shipped to you. Simple as that, or posted to, I guess. Not saying shipping. There we go. Let's just close that out. And we'll catch up a little bit here. I don't know if there's a lot of chat, so I think maybe not so much chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, I see there's one more subscriber. So, Helen Place, thank you for that. Yeah, 36 started out, and we're on 44. So, yeah, it's true. You don't go to LA. Aiden Aravidian, how's it going? Good to see you, and I hope you enjoy the channel. How is the job market in Russia? I honestly, mate, I don't really follow it. I don't really look up jobs online. My wife has a job. She's very happy what she does. She actually runs her own nail salon, actually in the same building downstairs. I probably should make a video following up from the liquor store one, because where she works is almost next door in the same, it's literally the next building over. Oh, sorry, in the same apartment building, but the next shop over is her salon. So I'm not too sure about jobs. I'm sorry. I should probably know more, but I really don't sort of follow it. Yeah, then I don't go anywhere. Yeah, I don't really go too far. I'm sure that LA County is bigger than my state of Rhode Island. Yeah, that was like I always sort of said this a lot when I worked on the cruise ships about the fact that, that I was living in Moscow and my wife and everything like that when I was telling guests on the ship, and how big the greater Moscow region is and the population. And people were like, "Oh my God," they were a bit shocked about how big the population is. Is it safe to fly to Russia? Yes, absolutely is. I mean, I guess Moscow or Russia can be like any other place in the world, right? There's incidents, accidents, things go on, things go wrong. It's just a matter of someone just said, I saw that the other day, just have your head on a swivel. You know what I mean? Even when I'm, especially going through the metro, I always make sure I've got my hand on my bag or my pocket or my wallet. You know what I mean? There is still pickpockets and thieves everywhere in the world. I won't shy away from that. There's that, it's in Perth as well, where I'm from. I mean, it's everywhere. But I've got no worries going anywhere in Moscow in daytime, at nighttime, catching the train home late or the bus. I feel very safe. There's a million billion surveillance cameras here in Moscow. So I know everything's caught on a camera if something did go wrong. So that's kind of good. It's also, US Postal Service is also temporarily suspended. Yeah, that's what they're calling it, right? I mean, funny thing is, I still see here, you rarely see a FedEx van here, but you see DHL vans. And I think yesterday I saw one drive by the road downstairs. So I'm on the 10th level. You can see the roads here. And I've seen DHL vans running around in Moscow as well, in Moscow center. But I'm yet to kind of pull up and stop one and ask what the situation is, if they're still doing some kind of ongoing work or service and things like that. So, so I know that they're still operating, but I don't know to what extent. That cam is half the price on Amazon. Yeah, actually, I know we'll look it up here. So B&H photo. Yeah, it's going to say that I'm not in the country. So this is my usual go-to. This is B&H is a probably the most recognized camera store in America and worldwide for some people. Have I got history of what I've searched here? No, but I can do. Yeah, look at that DJI. This is the DJI here. Oh, that's now not as bright as it should be. So it's $499. This is what we just looked at here. That's the one that I really want to buy. This one, $499. DJI Pocket Combo. This is the exact same one. So if I do $499 USD to rubles, it's 31,900 rubles. Okay, that's what it works out at. And then the Yandex site. Oh, where are we? Yandex Market. Sorry, that's the Yandex browser. And then where is it now? You can see what I'm searching for. It's all here. So that's the Pocket Combo, 84,000 rubles. I won't even round that off because it's so crazy. But that's one too many zeros. $1,200 equivalently. Just to give you the difference, Avito is another online shopping site. This is a little bit more like Facebook Marketplace, where you can sort of buy anything or sell anything. People have got houses for sale, apartments. You can see here buying apartments as well, cottages. And I've actually searched for this here as well. And there is some of these combos here. So these are not in, this is in St. Petersburg. You can get it for 34,000 rubles. And this is secondhand. So that's quite a bit more reasonable. But that's still 34,000. That's pretty close to the same price. Look at the crazy dollar here. So yeah, that's secondhand. So you can pay secondhand what it is brand new, effectively. Oops, I messed up. Or is it going to come back? Yeah, it's going to come back. There you go. So that just gives you an idea of the difference. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, I just thought I'd show you. I thought it was kind of interesting. Doubling price on a gadget is just ouch. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much any electronics or anything that's imported, not Russian made. I mean, this is made in the DJI. I think it's probably made in China. I'm not sure. Maybe Korea, Taiwan, one of these sort of places. But anything that's an electronics, even like pretty much all cell phones, like things like Apple and Samsung. I mean, that microphone, that's a crazy price difference. I mean, my wife will sort of say, oh, you should have bought it, 3 months ago. You had a chance to buy it. You should have bought it. And I didn't. I mean, I'm just hesitant to always spend large amounts of money. That's just me. So what can I do? Evening all, Mike's be pricey. Yes. Oh, Pirate Craggy, how's it going? Yes. They are now expensive. They weren't before. So yeah, actually that's B&H. I'm going to have a look again now because it's just curious for me. Rode. Oops. Yeah, wireless Go 2. This is the one that it's the Go 2. This is the two-person one, $259. Oh, $250. There you go. Oh, $200. What? It's getting cheaper. So $193 is this one. That's the one that's where you basically have one as a receiver and one as a microphone. If I could get that one, it would be amazing. Let's have a look on. I don't think Wildberries. Did Wildberries have this? Rode. Rodeo. I think Rode is not on Wildberries, is it? Well, there's a few things from Rode. Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, so it's 44,000 rubles, 44,400. To USD. Let's do USD because it's easier. $643 if I bought it here in Moscow versus $200. So that's 3 times the price. So you can see why I'm hesitant to buy it, right? And pay that much more. Hi, Russell. Congratulations. Karen and Buzz in Texas. Congrats to 6,000 subscribers who like what you are doing. Yes, 6,000 people that like what I'm doing. Yeah, there's probably one less because I've got my cruise channel subscribed to this channel. So it's probably one less. But thank you. Yes, it's a big deal. There we go. Now I'm getting a bit excited here. Wampus YT, how's it going, Wampus? Good to see you. You're checking Amazon. Yeah, you're checking Amazon too. Yeah, it's. I'm just going to take deep breaths when I think about the price. Royal Mail is sending to Russia. Maybe I can get an auntie in England to send it to me. That would be kind of nice. That would be very nice if that could happen. Mummy K, thank you if you're leaving. Thanks for being a moderator here. And if you're on other live streams, thank you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Do you have a PayPal account? I do. Yes. Do you have a PayPal account? I do, Holland Splice. Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce your name each time. Yeah. I do have it. It's again, I should have the links in the description. It's very bad of me not to have this set up. My gosh, it's like really bad of me. I didn't have anything kind of set up and planned out today as much as I like. I should have. Let's just grab that from there. Yeah, I guess I can put it in the description. I know people. It's not in any way why you're asking, but where is it? Paper. Oh, it's in the description of this here. So it's actually I like cruise ships, which is kind of sad. But when I was at home in Australia before coming here, I had a little bit of a side hustle, I guess you can call it. I had a side hustle, which was selling Blu-ray movies, not blue movies, if you're from England. I was buying basically from Facebook and things like that, Marketplace, people's entire collections of Blu-ray movies. I was going to do selling DVDs, particularly old DVDs that are not in publication, but I ended up finding not enough people were buying them. So I just bought Blu-rays and I was basically selling them on starting at 1 cent, and then you have to pay $4 postage because that was the minimum I could get away with postage. And I'd sell them on eBay. And I was selling quite a lot, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 a day sometimes. My wife was, when we were in Australia, that's all she almost seemed to do is go to the post office every day, posting Blu-rays. Yeah, Pari hasn't seen it. I just realized you've got Lorna and Mummy. You are well protected now. Thanks, Karen. Yes. Yeah, I've kind of added them if they're here for other live streams or not. That would be kind of nice. Yeah, facial recognition is kind of scary. It's in all countries. Yeah, I know it definitely is in Moscow. It is kind of amazing when there's incidents and things like that, like on the news or on reading on social media, and how they catch the person, literally. They seem to magically catch everybody in Russia when something goes wrong or something happens. But it's all through cameras. And this was another small possible reason maybe why they took away the mask mandates in Moscow, because the masks were basically, covering up facial recognition. Did you know Royal Mail is still sending to Russia? You could order from a UK seller, as it is also half the price in UK shops. Yeah, I've not really looked that up, mate. Harlan, sorry, I'm going to say mate. I've never really looked that up. I didn't know that Royal Mail was still sending to Russia. So that might be a good idea to do that, especially with this price difference. The microphones are probably more of a priority for me to get, because it just makes filming easier. Because especially when I do walking videos, the camera picks up very nicely. When I'm talking to the camera the other direction, it doesn't. So, happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, thank you, Traveling with Love. $5 super chat again. Every moment is a blessing and a good chance to make the world a better place. Always love, peace, happiness. Am I reading? No. Oh, I think maybe you wrote the same thing in the previous one. Always love and peace, happiness, and positivity. I live by that. Honestly, you'll see in all of my live streams and videos, I'm happy. And, a lot of some people have mentioned, like, why are you so happy? Why are you showing, like, even the supermarket video? Why are you showing people happily shopping in a supermarket? I mean, that's just Saturday in Russia, I was there yesterday evening doing that. And, that's just the videos that I make and how it comes across, so I'm just looking at the time here. So thank you. Yeah, it's a big part of the channel. So, doing here all week. There you go. $4.49 on Amazon. Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah, that's the DJI Pocket 2 combo. So the whole point of the combo is it's got the wireless microphone. So you don't, if you maybe got some sort of, like, there's an Osmo gimbal and, the little small gimbal cameras. You sort of hold it in your hand and it's got a little camera. It's amazing, by the way. I've got a friend here who has one, and I'm sort of jealous that they've got one and I haven't got one. Yeah, thanks. Can't catch every live stream, unfortunately, but like to watch Russell on catch up when I can. Good lad. Thanks, Pirate. Yes. And yeah, thanks for also commenting on some of the videos as well. I do notice people that I recognize the names of. William, that's the same one that Zen had. Yeah, Zen Studio 888, who I know also in Moscow. That's the same camera he has also. Yes, I've actually used his when I was with him as well. And then Real Moscow Projects. I don't think she's in the channel tonight. We were going to meet up today, but it was bucketing down with rain at lunchtime when I was going to leave. And I'm like, I think I'll just stay home, watch the Formula One. And they went off to a park today to go and see some tulips, like a park with tulips. And I really wanted to go, but it was just bucketing down with rain, and I knew it was going to stop and start raining today. So, if you will be visiting St. Pete, I suggest you check out the Lakata Center. Oh, okay. I don't know Lakata Center. I'll Google that for sure and look it up. Thanks. Maybe it's a shopping center or something. Are these Yandex Market stuff delivered safely, or can they be stolen on the way? So, DD, an interesting thing in Russia or in Moscow. So, most people don't do delivery to their house. They do it to a pickup point. So most apartment buildings actually our apartment building doesn't, but the one over from us, they have Wildberries pickup points, and it's almost like a little tiny shop that you go into, and it's just a desk with a girl or a guy, and you show your barcode or QR code of the item, and you pick it up from them. So basically, Wildberries sends everything to that one pickup point address, and then whoever lives in that apartment building or close by, that's where they pick up things from. So virtually nobody here has Yandex, Wildberries, Ozon delivered to their house. or apartment or building, it's all to these pickup points. And almost every apartment building has an Ozon or a Wildberries pickup point. And it's really, really, really cool how they do this. And it also helps the online sellers to basically send it to one place rather than delivering to every address in the street or every house in the apartment. They don't have to do that. They just basically bulk send it to one address at whatever it is. So it's in a couple of buildings from us is the Wildberries one. So yeah, there's no sending to houses. DJI is a Chinese company. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all Chinese in some way, but it's very cool. I don't want a drone. I would love one. You can't fly it in so many places here, even in Perth as well. I did go looking at drones when Jen and I were back in Australia, but I just wouldn't use it enough for it to be practical for what I film anyway. So, yeah, it's the problem is paying for it out of country. Yeah, this is TJ. This is the small problem. Well, actually, not really, because if I was like with England, for instance, I would pay with my Australian card through England, if that makes sense. So I'm not buying it in Russia, if that makes kind of sense. You've got to make sense of what I'm making sense of. So, Oz, how is it, Mumi? How's it going? It's a bit of a tongue twister name. Wow, I'm really getting behind here. Does Russell have some foreign issued credit cards? I do. Yeah, my Australian cards don't work here in Russia at all. So I can't just go into these shops and use my my Visa card. I could use my wife's Visa card. So that's another problem that I've got to sort of work around. Most things or almost everything I've got to pay for cash with. We have figured out a way to get the money from YouTube, which is good, or from PayPal. Basically, I'm not really using PayPal here. I was when I was doing my eBay thing, but I've not really used it since I've been here. So, but I figured out a way to get the money from YouTube now by using someone in Australia with an Australian bank account who has a Russian bank account here. So we send dollars to them, they send rubles to us, and it works out. Yeah, so if Mummy's left, I'm pretty sure I said goodbye a little bit earlier. Muttley, thank you. Congratulations on 6,000 subscribers from one of your more recent subs. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope you like future videos. I won't say more of the same, but the same style of content. I think that's probably the best way to put it. So yeah, more of the same style of content. Loving the support icons after our name, by the way, for those that have taken the plunge. Nice to see in the chat. Yeah, you've got the little, and then I think also after so many months, it changes color. And there is also, I keep meaning to ask a friend to set up an icon. You can also, I've got to set it up and add it into the subscription where you can put certain like emojis, but I've not done that. So I can't really, because my icon of my channel is a picture of me and not like a logo. I don't think you'd want to put my emoji as an emoji. So I'm from Los Angeles. Yeah, the homeless population is out of control. Yeah, it's the last one that I watched, and I showed my wife it because we watch a lot of stuff on the computer screen here, via mostly through YouTube and things. Was the one where they showed a lot of people living close by the big football stadium. There's a big fancy football stadium somewhere there. I think it was the one where they had the Super Bowl in, I think. And they were showing, how close people live to that, and the fact that they had like an event there, and then down the street was people living in parks and stuff. Yeah, I've got my Australian cards from being at home. My company that I was working for on the cruise ships, they issue you not prepaid. What do you call this? It's basically like a Visa debit card, which is our pay card. So the cruise lines pay onto a credit card, but it's like a US issued bank. But I pretty much don't use that outside of America. So when I was working on the ships, I get paid in dollars, and then I'd use it to pay for things like at Walmart or CVS, Walgreens. And if I bought like my laptop from Dell online, and I had that shipped to Galveston when I was there on the ship. Yeah, any of those cards don't work here anymore. So, you know what a blue movie is? A bit of blue. You like a bit of blue? Yeah, it's best to unmask. It's unnecessary to unmask if you want to recognize the particular face. Yeah, I think that's a big reason why they dropped the mask mandates here, because you will still see a few people wearing them, like literally 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 people wearing them, and that's it. Mostly, actually, when I was walking in Moscow yesterday, so where I was at the fish festival was right by the Red Square, and I'm pretty sure that there were maybe Chinese or Korean or Japanese tourists, and they were wearing masks. So it seems to be sometimes tourists that wear them more than locals. 62.46. Oh, now it says 62.45. So, masks and sunglasses. Yeah, right. You wear that, you look like you're. The only thing for me is masks and sunglasses look like you're going to rob a bank. That's my like standing joke about it. So, can't go to the bank like that though, right? It's like Loch Ness. Okay, I'll have to look at that. No, now it's too much. It's really neat to see the subscriber count going up. Yeah, I think with 6,000, it's not going to go up very fast. But I guess where people have got like 100,000 or a million, I think you see it going up and down like really fast. But I don't think. I guess it's just maybe people who are watching videos now that haven't watched the live stream, I guess. Oh, the Lokta building is the tallest building in Europe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If that's the one you're talking about. There is in Moscow City here, there's a few big skyscrapers that you can go up. And one video I did want to make, and I'm going to have problems trying to book it, but is to book and pay for it. But they've got a capsule hotel on the 80th floor of one of the skyscrapers in Moscow City. And I reckon it would be a cool video to stay the night at this the highest capsule hotel in the world. I think that would be the title for YouTube. So repetition makes the difference. This is our planet, and thus thusly we change it and make it better. Yeah, I don't want anything kind of bad to happen. I mean, if I look at here, my wife, one thing my wife mentioned a lot when we were in Australia is how clean it is, and how, what I mean, there isn't litter and there isn't things thrown around anywhere. And whereas you walk around here in Moscow, and not really maybe Moscow center, because it's very meticulously clean there, but in the regions where we are here, the amount of rubbish and litter everywhere is way too much. And I think it shouldn't be like that, You'll always have angry birds in your feed. Yes. Yeah, TJ. Yeah, how trustworthy and safe do you rate the postal service? Honestly, if I was to get one of these, like with Yandex or Ozon or whatever we were just looking at before, I would have it sent to a pickup point, and it's 100% trustworthy. Especially these are very recognized. Wildberries, Yandex Market. So 100% I trust them. I mean, honestly, nobody gets stuff sent to their address here. They all do to pickup points. Or if DHL was working, I needed documents sending for my visa. I needed my original birth certificate, and we used DHL. And it was something like 90 hours from it leaving my dad taking it to the DHL in Perth to it getting to the guy knocking on our apartment door here. Literally, the guy knocked on the door, and he had the envelope in his hand with my birth certificate in it. This is DHL, and that's about as much that I would trust in terms of the regular Russia Post. Here is trustworthy, but it's just not fast and efficient and quick. So I really wouldn't use Russia Post unless you absolutely have to, and there's absolutely no other alternative. So there were only a few robberies from these boxes in multi-year history of services. Yeah, they don't really have the those ones that the doors pop open. And I've seen the Amazon ones in America. There is a few of them. Yandex have got a few of them around now, but they're not really popular here because people, there isn't those pickup boxes all over the place, so they're not convenient for most people. So yeah, I live in a house in the Oblast. Yandex sends a courier with the goods, and we get it straight from their hands. Okay, so yeah, Yandex I've not really used. And my wife uses Ozon and Wildberries a ton. She buys pretty much all her nail salon supplies through online shopping. So, and we always do the pickups. And the other one is Cedek, CDEK. That's the other place we do pickup from, because she's always sending me to go to do pickups for her. So yeah, I guess Yandex has a bit of a better service, which is door to door. So the world is depressing. Keep the channel happy. Yes, thank you, Gary. Pickup points, right? Yeah, pickup points. Yeah, these are. I wonder if we can see. Let me just go to. Where are we? Oh, maps. Let's see if we can see the one that's. I don't know how. This is where I live here. Not giving away too much about where I live, but I think Yandex is. There it is. Where is my house now? And where's the other building? It's over here. So let's just go to this. This is not my building, but I'll just show you here because it makes sense. This is an apartment building. I'll see if can we see my building? Yeah, this is my building over here. And then if I go to this building, this is giving you a headache, sorry. So you'll see here in this one downstairs, there's a Wildberries pickup point. Actually, this is probably early in the morning, and I reckon people are waiting outside. It's not opened, I wonder. And they're waiting there to go to the Wildberries. So you'll nominate that as your address for your pickup of things. And that's where you get your stuff from. And this is a massive apartment building here, by the way. This is where we used to live over here before. This is our old building. This is called Dubki 19. It's a very nice building. Actually, that is this one up here was the place we lived with the orange curtains. They're still there because it's furnished when we moved in. And there's two supermarkets, Dixie on one side and Pitorjka on the other. And then that's the elevator that you go in. So how many times my wife sent me down to buy something, down from the shop from that place. Yeah, we're off in the distance behind this building's over here. There you go. So that's how you do the Wildberries pickup. I don't know. Where is Ozon? Sorry. Yeah, you can see that one over there. It's the same view there. And there's another supermarket up here that I go to quite a fair bit. This is Magnit. That's my other go-to supermarket for. Someone's done a block on this one. I wonder what happened there with that's my normal my other mini supermarket right there that I go to quite a fair bit. That's 5 minutes walk from our house here. So this is not our building, by the way. So. All right, where are we at time-wise? All right, 15 more minutes, everybody, and I'll call it as a good live stream, I think. if everybody's sort of happy. We're on 62.49. Massive thank you, everybody, too, for Yandex is pretty good. Oh, thumbs up are going well as well. 56 thumbs up. Yes, 56 likes on the live stream. Thank you. I don't look so great today, shaving wise. I'm sorry if it's coming across. I was going out, and then when I realized it was pouring down with rain, I literally was downstairs. I took the elevator down. I went outside, and then I messaged my friend and said, I'm not going to come out and meet you at the park. Then I went round to the shop and went to see my wife in the salon and said I'm going to stay home. And that's why I'm a bit rugged today. So Yandex is very good worldwide as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Yandex just dominates Russia, though. Good job, everybody. Yeah, just got back. Thanks. Yeah, it's 58 likes. We're on. Yes, that's what it's showing for me here anyway. So thank you for people putting thumbs ups and likes. Gamer Booyah. That's an interesting name. For your YouTube channels, if you're YouTubers, by the way, have simpler channel names or simpler words to spell. Gamer Booyah is hard to remember how to spell. So the next person wouldn't know how to remember that to put it as a channel. I'm very well, thanks. Yeah, 6,000 subscribers we're celebrating today. Sunday evening here. It's 10:30 p.m. here in Moscow, by the way. It's 9 degrees outside, 9.3 on the balcony, and it's 26 in the kitchen here. So I always sort of show that in all the live streams. Yeah, today is a good day. Apart from the fact I didn't go out, so... Oh, Karagos, I'm almost your neighbor. Yeah, I'm in a Prelivka. I mean, I don't hide where I live. I'm not sure where you are, Karagos, but if you're close by, that's always cool. Subscriber only is the only way to keep the bots out. Yeah, I never really ever thought about switching it on. I'm pretty sure most people are subscribers anyway. Rochelle wants to know, have we purchased the microwave yet? Rochelle, today my wife and I had a bit of almost an argument about this microwave. Because we talked about it today about going to go and look at them. And then she said to me that she's planning to go to St. Petersburg for 2 days for a nail salon training. And it's not in Moscow. There's not a training center for it in Moscow. What she wants to do, she wants to go do a new course about nails and nail care, I guess. And then she's like, oh, now I want to go on this trip to St. Petersburg, but we can go. They've got the high-speed train here called Sapsan. And I'm like, oh, you're going to have a nice time. She goes, oh, you're coming with me. And I'm like, oh okay. And if I am, then I can go meet Dima from Russia, which will be really cool if I do go with her. So, yeah, the microwave is, we had based on the argument today, we're not getting a microwave. So, it's still in the works. Sorry, everybody. It's in the works. Like, subscribe, and share. Yes. Oh, I'm in Sarajevo. Oh, no. Solnitievo? Karagos? Soletniovo? I don't know. Sointievo. I don't know where Sointievo. Shall we Google it? Unless it's the wrong spelling. Oh, I need maps. I need to put one letter spelling here to get places. Solnt. Oh, Solnitievo. Oh, that's the area where Sarajevo is. Oh, so yeah, I go to Sarajevo. That's pretty much my go-to place. I catch the bus from Prelivka to Sarajevo, and then that's the metro station, and then Solaris shopping center, right? So, wow, we are neighbors. That's crazy how close you live. Oh, there's even a metro station over there as well. Let me just switch the metro on. So that's the yellow line that comes through there, and that's the ending, and then that's where they're extending the yellow metro through to Vnukovo. Well, that's kind of cool. And then the train that goes to Aprelivka mustn't be far from there either. I'm not sure where the train is that goes from Aprelivka. So you can see where I am down here. And then that's Kiev Shusay or Kiev Highway, which goes back to Moscow there. So, wow, we are very much neighbors. Wow, that's crazy. Film the trip to go buy the microwave. 100% I am. That's an absolute guaranteed video. That's 100% going to be a video. Going to buy it and figure out how to carry it home. You could have built a microwave. Sorry, Gary. I'm so sorry. So sorry. A nice channel like this is getting. Oh, well, I guess maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. It's good or bad. Yeah, 15 minutes by car. Yeah, it's really very close. Yeah, that's actually if I'd have gone out today, I'd have had to catch the bus to Sarajevo. And then pretty much that's my go-to. That's where I made the video yesterday at Globus. So if you watch the video, that was actually on the way home from being at the Fish Fest or the Fish Week event that I went to. Oh, Dimmer is here. I was just talking about you a few seconds ago. I don't know. Maybe your ears were burning. Thanks for the congratulations, Dimmer. The Evening of Lives on my YouTube feed. Have I ever been to China? I haven't been to China, no. I'd love to go there to go see. Well, manufacturing would be impossible. Just to go to these shopping malls and these kind of electronics shopping malls. That would be very cool to go to China for me. Maybe I'll come to. Oh, maybe you'll come to Moscow in the middle of June. Oh, and then I'm not sure when my wife wants to come to St. Petersburg, but 100% we're meeting up and doing things and making videos. So get ready for that, by the way. And you, Shane, one of my cups sparkles when it's in there. Really? Yeah, nuke machine. Yeah, people say nuke it, right? When they go to microwave food. Yeah, it's pretty much I think it's an old saying, really. I don't say that really anymore. We'll get ready. The channel might be glowing very quickly. Oh, that would be nice if it does. If I just base on what I'm doing here is what I did on the cruise channel, and the cruise channel was just so slow, and I mean, I was completely happy the way it was going, the cruise channel, because I wasn't vlogging and making videos about me, and that's what I'll compare the difference with. That I was just making content about the cruise ships and the ports of call, and particularly the port of calls where the ships dock in the Caribbean. So I do a 30 or 40-minute walking tour of the port where the ship docks. Or I'd point out the secret shop in one of the ports where you could go and buy Coca-Cola and things like that. Sarajevo, I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. Sonjeva, some sort of place of sun. Sonjevo. Okay, so that's probably like the next suburb from Sarajevo and Solaris. Wow, that's pretty cool. We have, I'm not sure if he still has an apartment, but that whole huge apartment complex across from Solaris, from the highway, on the opposite side of the highway there's a huge apartment complex that they were building. I think they're still building it. We have a friend that bought a place in there, and I'm not sure if he's still planning to kind of basically finish and live there or not. But he bought there when they were initially building it. Yeah, today is the evening of lives on my YouTube feed. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've not really watched any YouTube today at all. I flicked over and saw Constantine's feed, and I've not done any YouTube watching today. I watched the Formula One on streaming, and then I was watching the Indy 500 on streaming. And that's pretty much it today, and that's perfect for me because it was all in English commentary. So I'm with Lorna. She's fantastic. There you go. Oh, 62,550. My microwave gave up the ghost just yesterday. I had to buy a new one. What did I ever do before microwave ovens to reheat food? That's true, Stella. Yeah, we've lived without one here since actually, even in all the years I've lived here, over the 9 years, we've never had one. I think even our other place didn't have one, did it? Because this place is furnished and the other place was furnished. So, yeah, we had a air grill before. It's an air grill, so we'd use that for a lot of cooking, and that sort of, it could be used to heat up things as well. So, yeah, I'll pray that this trip takes place. I guess the trip for us to meet up. Don't forget, we're going on the Indian Pacific. We're going on the Trans-Siberian Railway as well, Dimas. So make sure you're got that in your diary also. You're going to be we're going to make a YouTube series traveling on the Trans-Siberian. Yeah. Russians love their homes hot. 26 is way over my comfort zone, but the family finds it the bare minimum. Yeah. Our central heating here is not on, by the way. It's gone off now. So pretty much it warms up in here because I've got the kitchen windows closed at the moment. And then the kitchen door is closed as well. So the heat kind of just stays in here. Typically, if I open the window, it'll drop down to about 23, 24 Celsius, which is, I don't like it hot either, by the way. I don't know how people want everywhere so warm. I'm not into warm either. I'd rather be cold and then wear a blanket in bed or something, or rubbing sticks. I gave my microwave to one of my neighbors. Oh, you gave yours away. You could give it to me. Hey, Russell, no, you're not dropping the I Like Cruise Ships channel. I'm not dropping it, no, but I'm a bit afraid that this will pass the cruise ship channel, Bearable. I am going to do a video over there, a live stream, about why I'm not on YouTube. So I know, obviously, I'm over here, right? And the few people that have come over from that channel. But there is a plan to make that kind of why am I not on YouTube video. The fact that I'm here in Russia and things like that. Baklakov is streaming as well. Baklakov, Sergei Baklakov. I think I've told you this, right? He's from Ufa, which is where my wife's from. Yeah, I watched a video from him. I told you this. Did I tell you or not? Right, he made the walking tour in the shopping center. For everyone that doesn't know, Dimmer and I, we chat offline on Telegram a lot. So, and then he was a very nice, gracious visitor on the channel quite a few live streams ago. So we have to see if we can get Dimmer back on for another live stream. If Dimmer ever wants to come and do one, how do you often get to the Moscow from Aprelivka, by car or by train? Pretty much, we catch the bus from Aprelivka to Salarevo. 490 runs from Aprelivka to Solara Shopping Center, where the bus station is there. That's pretty much my easiest way to get to Moscow. Then I'd get the metro from there. The Red Line metro goes into Moscow Center or wherever. Occasionally, I walk to the train station here in Aprelivka, and then the train goes all the way to Kiev Vokzal, Kiev railway station. But I don't catch the train very often. I actually like the train. I prefer it. But the walk from our apartment to the train station is about 20 minutes, whereas the walk to the bus stop is about 5 minutes. So sometimes if I go to Moscow and get the train home, and then I've got to walk back to the apartment, I'm a bit tired by then. So yeah. Yeah, good countertop microwave, about $150. Yeah, I think we looked at them. They were about 5,000 rubles and up. We don't really need anything fancy. We just need the one that puts something in high for 1 minute, and that's about it. I don't really use all. Even my mum gave us a fancy microwave when Jen and I were back in Australia, and it had way too many features that we would never use. I was always just looking for the 1 minute on high or the 2 minutes on high button. Um, what do I think of the Liverpool loss? Yeah, I watched this last night. By the way, the Champions League final. I think it was crazy that all the Liverpool fans couldn't get into the stadium. That was crazy. They had a lot of possession, and they probably should have scored. Whether or not it would have been a draw and penalties and so on, I don't know. But I think they had a lot more possession. They just didn't convert their chances. That's my synopsis of the match. Dima says I should put some likes here. We got 63 likes on here, so that's kind of good. Indy 500 is on TV. Yeah, I kind of watched the first 10 minutes, and then I kind of jumped onto YouTube. I like watching car racing. Indy 500 going around in circles isn't overly exciting. I'd rather watch NASCAR personally. Oh, you like Bald and Bankrupt? Yeah. I think his channel is great. I wish I could do what he does in his YouTube videos. Well, there's a semi-closed. I think that's been deleted. Krasnoyarsk, north of Prelivka. Oh, semi-closed town. Yeah, I know further south from here. Oh my gosh, there's another military area further south from here. We quite often hear them doing drills and trainings. Even from the window, we can hear it. I forgot the name of the town, but it's kind of further south, past Saletino. I don't know the name of that area though. Where do we find the cruise channel? Oh, just go into YouTube, and then I guess just put "I like cruise ships" onto YouTube. I like cruise ships. Or if you put into a YouTube search Carnival Horizon stateroom or Carnival Horizon cabin, there should be a ton of videos. Or Carnival Horizon cabin secret. Maybe type that into it as well. That would be kind of if you want to see it. Or Ericsson won the 500. Oh, I don't know who Ericsson is. I don't know most of the drivers in the Indy 500 versus other like NASCAR and stuff like that. So yeah, look, honestly, the Loma, just talking there about the language. The problem is most of the language I can't read if people write it in other languages anyway. So it doesn't help if people put in other languages. I noticed there with where were we there before? Kerrigus's things. He's mentioning things in where I live. So Kerrigus, if you want to look me up on Telegram, just put Russell Otway, RUSSELLOTWAY. Otway is my last name. I'm very public about that. I'm sorry, but you can add me on Telegram if you like, and we can chat. Especially if you live local, we could meet up even. That would be fantastic. Well, there was a quick 500 mile. That was a quick 500 mile race. It's like, what time is the midnight buffet? Yeah, I saw that, Chris. Nikki did a stream with interviewing Natasha. It was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Was that live or like recorded? I did kind of watch about 5 or 10 minutes of it, but I got a bit kind of not disgruntled, but he had way too many edits, like jump edits. So he's obviously gone and edited out all of the ums and ahs, and it's too many edits for me. And that's what I just didn't like while watching it. So You liked his last sarcastic video of Galleria. I think that was Baklikov, right? You're talking about Dimmer? Where am I here? Yeah, 490 is the one that I'm catching. That goes to a Prelivka. And then there's also the 309 goes to Saletino, I think. And I can catch that and it drops me off on the highway, but it's only at the bus stop just past the overpass of a Prelivka, which is a bit too far down the highway to walk back home. So yeah, 490, my little marshrutka that I've got to catch to go home, and it's always full. It's permanently full. There used to be a bus from Tropayova to a Prelivka, but they got rid of it, 1129, because I just think not enough people caught it. So yeah, I love Nikki and Natasha. Yeah, I don't mind both of them. I think sometimes Natasha's a little bit negative in terms of the way she comes across, and she's a little bit like dull, if that makes sense. But I guess maybe her channel was how she always was, and like a bit of a personal diary of herself living in regional Russia. And Nikki is very new, I think, to YouTube and things like that. I don't really have a big opinion about him. I don't know St. Petersburg well to know where he films a lot of the things. So I can't really reference him, but I've watched his videos and he's very good, though. He's obviously very good at editing his videos. Inexpensive microwave, about $80. Yes. Yeah. Over here, roughly with the exchange rate, it's about $100 for a microwave. So, hello from Zambiong City, Philippines, Mr. Porres blog. Nice to see you from the Philippines. I watch a guy, an English guy who lives somewhere in Philippines. He's building a house somewhere in Philippines. And he does a daily 30-minute vlog about the house construction. He's on day 207, I think now, or 208. And he does 30 minutes per day filming the highlights of his house construction. Very nice. He's a British guy that lived in Hong Kong all his life. And he's married to a Filipino and lives now in the Philippines. You do hope I get to visit China one day. Amazing food, people. Speaking English. Yeah, I'd love to do this train to go all the way over to Vladivostok. And I know it can go on to China and North Korea. That is definitely something that I want to do. And now that I got the visa and I can live in Russia and so on, it's much more of a possibility. Yeah, I should come closer to the weekend. We'll be busy in the next few days. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to meet Nikki, talk about YouTube things. Really going to have a talk. Oh, wow. You'll have to tell me how it ends up, how you go with that. That's pretty cool that you've made contact with him and you're going to chat with him. So, spoiler alert. You still rock, Russell. Thank you, Tristan Bauman. Thank you for following the channel, I guess. What time are we at? Okay, no worries. Oh, thank you. Yeah, all the best. Yeah, thanks for being part of the channel and watching future videos. Yeah, 6,000 has kind of come and gone. What number do you think we should do the next subscriber celebration on? Do you think it should be 10,000, I think? Does anybody have a different number? Yeah, Boulder Minecraft can't stay in one place. Moving target. Yeah, I think that's just the way he does his videos. I don't think it's a matter of that. I think he lives in Budapest, I believe. I think he does. I think that's where he's mentioned that he lives. No, not in Hungary. Is it Hungary? I think that's where he said he lives. I'm not too sure exactly. I know he's mentioned it a couple of times. Gary was a professor in China, working in universities there. Was there for 7 years. Oh, Peter, how's it going? Thank you for the super chat, 1999. Thank you very much for the super chat. That's very nice of you to add to the microwave fund. I should have set my sights a little bit higher than a microwave. I think I'm a bit crazy now for saying that. I should have done it for the microphones that I want to get. Oh, thank you. Oh, Brickman. I wonder if you do Lego. I was just watching Lego Masters Australia. I watched the whole season, just finished. Howdy from viewing from Melbourne, Australia. Great to see an Aussie in Russia vlogging. Thanks. Yeah, it's not probably enough about me vlogging, but I'm just showing places and doing things. So yeah, thanks. That's very nice, Brickman. That's the guy on the Lego Masters as well. He's Brickman. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. I'll put that up again. How you meet any foreign tourists in Russia now? Pretty much there isn't any. Going back at Christmas time, I met another guy from Perth who was living temporarily in Moscow. We went to a couple of ice hockey games. He was here just on holiday, I guess, but he worked remotely. He was from Ireland, well, Australian living in Ireland, but he came to Russia for a few months. Yeah, I just chat to him on social media now. Obviously, he's not here. He went back, but he was here for about 2 months or 3 months. I think he came for. Maybe it was 3 months because 90-day visa he would have had. So, what are your thoughts on the Ferrari tactics in Monaco? Yeah, I guess the whole changing of the tires thing, this medium to wets to intermediates to hards. Yeah, Monaco's a hard place to pass. That's the problem. They always say that, the winners always come from the top 3. I mean, the top 8 pretty much didn't change pretty much any places apart from that crazy crash. Boilermaker was lighthearted, now a little bit more serious, understandably so. Yeah, I guess maybe he just realizes the extent of his reach of his channel, and that a lot of people watch his videos, so his reach is considerably bigger. I guess it's every video will get between about 1 and 3 million views, so a lot of people are more aware of him. So I guess people notice him or recognize him more. So I guess he's like you say, a little bit more serious in his videos. I guess some of the older ones, he was a little bit more reckless and carefree and didn't care. And, a lot of places, especially regional areas, you could get away with that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it just looks funny. But I guess now he's a little bit more recognized. So, does Coke taste the same in Russia? I think Coke's pretty much the same. Fanta tastes different here. The Fanta tastes much nicer than the Australian Fanta. I say Coke's pretty much the same, especially if it's cold Coke. If it's a lot of people like warm, cool drinks here. I call them cool drinks. And a lot of people like warm, cool drinks here. And I like cold, refrigerated drinks, and you don't get them very often. Even where they've got a fridge in a lot of places, they're still not cold drinks. So, and what's your favorite beer in Russia? Balticus. I don't drink a lot of beer here. I pretty much will still buy Stella when I buy it, and if I go to someone's house to have beer. If I go to somewhere where they've got beer on tap, I'll just get them just to pour me any, kind of lager beer or light beer. I just don't like any dark beers like Guinness style beers. So I don't really have any preference for beer here at all. So we love Nicky. Yeah, I guess he's got that likability to him in his videos. I mean, he comes across very likable and very, bubbly. I think that's probably the best word, bubbly. Yeah, it's difficult to be lighthearted now. That's very true, Rochelle. Yeah, I think even he's like, when he left the first time from Kiev with when he left with Johnny FD, I think he realized even he didn't want to stay, and he did the wise thing and got out of there and so forth. So, 100,000 soon. Do you think so? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, thank you, Peter. Again, yeah. Microwave. It's going to be a whole new kitchen. Jen and I just need to have a day where we can go out and do things together. I mean, I tend to do a lot more things on my own in Moscow because she has clients, and a lot of her clients are pretty much by booking or appointment. So she doesn't have hours where she's at the salon and people just walk in. So quite often, like today, she had, what was it, like 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 7 p.m. she had a client. So between 1 and 7, or whatever the time was when she finished the previous one, she had off. So that's why I tend to do a lot of things on my own in Moscow versus being with Jen. So, oh, Doomsday, YouTube didn't give you an alarm. Have you got the notification bell on for your subscribers, for your subscribing, I guess? And then I know for me, it sends me an email. So I don't know if that's set up in one of the settings of your YouTube account, but mine sends me an email. Like when I'm, let's see if it sent one here. Probably it didn't. Oh, yeah, you go. New live. Yeah, so it sends me an email at 8:47, and I started streaming at 8:45. So it sent me an email there to say that I was going to be live. To Behind the Racket. That was going to be the name of my channel, Behind the Racket, like a tennis racket. And it seems to be still stuck in the features of the channel. I don't know how to change that. But it's actually World of Starboard. That's the original cruise channel name. So yeah, it does send. I don't know if you've got to set that up somehow for it to send you. Missy Me's off. Thanks very much. Fluffing my pillow and dream of all those places as the nice YouTubers take us to see. Yeah, that's very true. They're watching. I watch other YouTubers as well, and it is like that where you also get a bit of a liking for people that you're kind of waiting for their next video. And, you kind of feel like you live a little bit of their life through watching the videos. Does that make sense? Just had a friend that's returned from 10 days in France. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, plan on seeing North Moscow, man. I catch... Today we were going to go to a park. Well, that's where our friends went. Close by Izmailova. So I don't know how much further north you are from that part of the northeast, but I was going to go to Izmailova today. Peter, we can meet up anytime you like. Just let me know which metro station, and we can easily meet. I don't know, did you add me on? Are we on? If anyone wants to add me on Telegram, Russell Otway, at Russell Otway. Yeah, North Moscow. I don't know. I don't really call this is South Moscow where I am. I don't really have that North and South thing. I just call it Moscow and Moscow region, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, the food pictures were crazy. I guess all the food in France you're talking about, right? Yeah, like works of art. Yeah, most of the things that I eat here, they're not really photo worthy when I take photos of the food. I just take a photo and then I tend to post on Google Maps, like the reviews of places. So, we'll catch you later, Joburg. I'm going to say Joburg. Maybe you're South African Australian. Yeah, I'm not the brick man, but yes, I'm heavily into Lego. Caught you showing a Lego store the other day. Love to see you do a video of a walk-in store walkthrough. Yeah, I've got another friend, Brickman. It's weird saying Brickman, who's a big Lego fanatic in Perth, and he has a Bricklink store. He makes models. He goes to the Lego events in Perth. And if you might have, I don't know about the last video, but quite a couple of videos in a row, I've mentioned the name Nicole, my friend Nicole. So it's Nicole's husband who does the Lego stuff. And he even has a swap meet stall every Sunday at the markets as well. So yeah, I could probably do a walkthrough of the Lego store. most of the one I did in the last video, I went and talked to the guy for quite a while, and he was super nice. And I reckon it would be no problems doing a walk around in a Lego store. I don't know if it will be interesting for YouTube, but maybe just to show the prices, I guess. Russell, you deserve 6K more. You are such a good person. Thank you, Canary. Does most Russian food have cabbage in it? No, it doesn't. Pretty much only if you're going to make it in soups, I guess, and things like that. There's a lot less cabbage dishes than it's made out to be. In coleslaw, I guess. If it does, I would starve. Yeah. Yeah, my wife just uses it when she makes like soups. That's pretty much the only time we have cabbage here. So you like it in coleslaw. Looking for inexpensive ways to travel from Dublin to Moscow. Any ideas? I guess Turkish Airlines. That's pretty much the only easy way to get into Russia through Europe right now. Short of going with Qatar Airways through Dubai, or Emirates through Dubai, or Doha with Qatar Airways. So if Turkish Airlines has flights in and out, you can definitely come to Russia. That's pretty much it. So, all right. Actually, what we'll do is nobody gave me the 2-hour warning, and now we're at 2:20. So we'll go for 9 more minutes, and that'll be what time? I guess. Oh, yeah, that'll be roughly 9 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Let's do that. We'll go for 8 more minutes, so that'll round it off at 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I might do a bit of a wind down now, I think. Oh, that light's very bright. If I switch it off. Well, it's not too bad if I switch it off. I don't know how streamers and people like this do the live streams. I'm just going to sit back as well for a second. With the lights on them, like these boxes and things like that, because it's just, this one I've got here is just too bright. I'll switch it on and off. Oh, now it's quite obvious. Normally, if I was doing on the cruise channel, I was doing some Q&A videos, so I'd actually turn to face the camera with the light in it, and I'd have the screens just off in the background of the shot. So that's why the camera, the light's still over there. I need to have it up in front of or behind the camera here, really. Corned beef and cabbage is good. Yeah, I love corned beef. I should get my wife to try and find corned beef here. I'm sure they sell it. Because I like corned beef. My dad does it in Australia there, like fried corned beef. And then my mum puts it in sandwiches. She microwaves it in sandwiches. You should try a koala in Russia. I refer to Constantine as Russian Papa Bear. Oh, yeah, that's kind of interesting, TJ. You should try a koala in Russia as a channel name. Yeah, that whole Papa Bear thing, like, he's quite a big guy, by the way, like, compared to me. I mean, I'm big for my height, but he is the kind of guy you just want to give a big hug to, like a big bear hug to, you know? So I completely agree with that. Do they have St. Patrick's Day in Australia? They definitely do. I've never been home for one in all the years, I think. I kind of miss them being on cruise ships or being here, so chat will be always interrupted by bots. It's very weird how they jump into channels and they put things on in the comments and things like that. It's very weird. I don't know. And also when I put a video, like when I public a video that I upload, there's always like the first between maybe the first and about the fifth comment, depending on how many comments come up within the first few minutes. Typically, guys, if you're watching any videos that I upload, I tend to answer the comments for about the first half an hour or an hour. If anyone notices, then I get a bit behind then and I miss out on catching up. So if anyone does watch any uploads that I do and you want to comment within the first 30 minutes or 1 hour of the video going on there, I should mention that in videos that I do that, because it just makes more engagement of the video too. Yeah, so thanks everybody. We're on 68 likes. That would have been cool if we could have got to 100, but anyway, doesn't matter. And probably the main reason, of course, the 6,000 subscriber video here. Now we're on 6257. So we gained 31. No, was it 36? Right, 21 subscribers. That was very impressive. Oh, Rochelle, you're my counter of the likes, right? Yeah, I watch sometimes a guy. I don't really follow him now too much, but he teaches you how to do websites and how to do Amazon affiliate websites. And he'd do giveaways during his live stream. If he got to 88 likes, that was always his number. If you get to 88 likes, we'll do a giveaway. And he'd give away a t-shirt or a keychain or a coffee mug. And then I guess he'd ship it to you or post it to you. I never won any ever, but he would do a subscriber giveaway when you get to 88 likes always. I'm just going to press something here for a second. Yeah, so on the back of house of YouTube here, shows you the participants in the channel, but it's only participants that are typing something. So you kind of get two different view accounts. That makes sense. So, oh, another subscriber, 6258. So it's 22 subscribers since we started. So yeah, definitely past 6,000. Yeah, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Lorna. Is it Lorna? Okay. You know what? The R looks like the R and the N together look like M. And that's why I'm going to get your name mixed up every time. And then it was Mami K was the other. And then I guess, yeah. So thanks to subscribers, to the moderators of the channel. I'm never good at remembering to thank everybody. So thanks to the new new channel member as well. That's very nice to have a channel member. That's kind of growing slowly. For me, that sort of version of YouTube I do like, because it kind of gives extra back to the people who support the channel versus other products, I guess, that they kind of keep throwing to do, and you've got to do merchandise, you've got to do this, you've got to do ebooks, you've got to do travel guides. No, I don't. I don't want to do all them things. I really just want to make videos and upload them, and that's about it. So, oh, Rochelle, there we go. 70 likes. Mine says 69. So I guess it's about the same number, give or take one more. So sorry, I've got it now on either side, the screens here. So that's why I look one way or the other. And again, I mentioned this before, that the camera, okay, I'm going to put my finger where it is, but the camera is, I'm a little bit off center here. That's pretty much exactly where I need to look. The habit is obviously to look down a lot at the chat. So, yeah, thank you everybody. Actually, I'll try and leave right on time here. So I think even Gary, I'm going to beat Gary to the punch here. Thank you everybody for watching. I like cruise ships. Traveling with Russell. Oh my God. All you guys are dedicated watching, and I'm saying the wrong name now. Yeah, thank you for watching Traveling with Russell. If you are watching it on replay and you've got to the last few minutes, thank you. You're absolutely amazing. Street foods of Moscow, the cantinas. They're not canteens. Cantinas is like the Spanish word, right? Yeah, to go to show the canteens. Yeah, that place I went to yesterday, I should have made a video of. I guess now I know about it and I know where it is and I know how cool it is. I can go back there, and it's right next door to that original McDonald's at Pushkin Square. That was why I walked up that way. So thank you, everybody. Oh, somebody from South Africa here, Johan de Bod. Oh, I don't Afrikaans. What words do I know in Afrikaans? Oh, my drukkie. Donkey for the ball. Thank you for the call. Svinky. Oh, here may a Svinky. Give me a kiss. I know that as well. And here may a drukkie. Give me a hug. That's all my Afrikaans for you. We were talking a little bit earlier about my friend on the Carnival Horizon, Lawrence. And one friend is going to go, and one person in the channel is going to go on a cruise next week, and I'm going to meet him on the cruise. So, all right, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's here. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, I've been to oh my gosh. I've been to a couple of places in South Africa, and they've gone out of my mind where I stayed in South Africa. Well, I'll tell you next time. Your Afrikaans is good. Thank you. Say hi to Constantine. I will. Yeah, I'll mention it. We chat on Telegram quite a lot. So, yes, I will say hello. And maybe he might have caught this a few minutes here or there. I'm not too sure. So, the only bad word I know, Joanne, I'm sorry, but it's slopsom metme. I wonder if you know what that means. Slopsom metme. It's good bad words in South African, I think, or Afrikaans. So I stayed in Port Elizabeth, or PE. That's where I stayed, and I also went to Nelspruit. My friend was in Nelspruit and Port Elizabeth when I visited twice in South Africa, and she was living in two different places. So yeah, Nelspruit was pretty cool. We also went on a road trip to what's the place nearby Nelspruit, the other country that I went to. We drove there for about half a day, and Swaziland. We drove to Swaziland and stayed for a couple of days. Actually, that was with my friend's dad we went. So, all right, everybody, I'm out of here. G'day, Russ from Kudabali. What? Bit early here, 4 a.m., but I'm awake watching you. What hotel are you staying at, Matt, by the way? Oh, now I'm going to have to stay for a couple of minutes more. Matt's watching from Bali. He was in the live stream a few days ago. Good to see that you made it there. I hope it was nice and easy getting through the airport and stuff like that. I guess now with the new rules, maybe it was harder or easier. Yeah, no, I wish I was in Bali. Matt, are you on Facebook? Have you got photos on Facebook? Maybe I can look you up on Facebook. Matt Parnell. Maybe you're on Facebook. Oh, I can't look up Facebook because I need my VPN on. That's my picture on my phone, by the way. My Facebook won't work because it's blocked in Russia on my phone unless I use a VPN. So, all right, everybody. Matt, tell me quickly which hotel you're staying at, and then I'm going to go. Catch you later, everybody. And thank you, everybody. Again, 6,000 subscribers. Thanks for the few people that did super chats, new channel member. I will put a more extensive description in this video. So if you maybe just want to watch another video, that would be the easiest. If you want to see some of the links to social media and things like that. Yeah, 69 likes. We'll end up on 69 likes for the channel. And then 59 subscribers is amazing. Really it is. Salamat Pagi, I think, is good morning, Matt. You can say that at your hotel when you go for breakfast this morning. Salamat Pagi. That's good morning, I think, in Indonesian or Bahia. So, yeah. Out of here. What was I going to say? I think that's everything I had to say, right? Yeah, if anyone wants to put any kind of comments under this video after it goes on the channel, maybe thank yous, hellos, goodbyes, whatever you like. Oh, yeah, mine, Rochelle, jumped to 70 as well. So, yeah, so we are on 70. 69 has come and gone. It's kind of funny. Oh, thank you, TJ. Yes, it's 11:21 p.m. here, so I won't be far off going to bed. It's been a long day watching the TV, so I've got a slight headache coming on now from, actually, most of it's from just smiling. My cheeks, after I get off watching doing the live streams, my cheeks and my smiling and my happiness level is just bursting. So it's kind of crazy. All right, out of here. End broadcast. Thanks, everybody. See you later. New video coming in a couple of days. I don't think tomorrow, maybe the day after, we'll have the next new video. So catch you later. Bye, everybody.